lateral shoots, but it's very important to remember to leave the main leaves on that shoot because they're going to help with trunk development here. So at the end of the season, we're hoping that these laterals will develop into also a thickness of about pencil size or greater, so that we can start to form our cordons and get a little bit of fruit production in the following season. Hi, this is Fritz Westover with Westover Viticulture, and today I'm going to spend a minute to show how young vines are trained and trunks are formed in their first year or second year of growth. This is a young Linois vine in Georgia that I'm looking at today, and as you can see, we have a good trunk being developed here from this shoot. It's a little bit greater than pencil size, and we want to have at least pinky or greater than pencil size growth to start forming a trunk. So we've captured a main shoot, trained it up the main stake, and from here we have laterals that are developing. A lateral is a shoot that develops off of where the petiole attaches to the main shoot. If we get good growth early in the season, let's say by June, we can come in and actually top this vine right at the wire, remove the primary shoot tip, and then try to focus on getting some of these laterals to grow and form our cordons in the first year or second year of vine development, depending on how much growth we have. Typically, what I'll do is leave 2 main laterals. It's possible to leave 3. This one looks pretty healthy, so I'll just leave the top 2 main laterals, and we've already trimmed off all of the lower lateral shoots, but it's very important to remember to leave the main leaves on that shoot because they're going to help with trunk development here. So at the end of the season, we're hoping that these laterals will develop into also a thickness of about pencil size or greater, so that we can start to form our cordons and get a little bit of fruit production in the following season. This will be a fast track method and something that I recommend in areas where we have longer growing seasons. Hi, this is Fritz Westover with Westover Viticulture, and today I'm in a Blanc de Bois vineyard trained to a high-cordon system known as the Watson system. It's a young vine that's only got a partial cordon developed, and the rest of that cordon is being developed this year with a cane that was laid down during this past winter. And so we don't have a lot of shoot thinning, and the topic of the discussion today is, should we thin shoots out of here? We've already removed any shoots that were on the trunk, extraneous shoots that we don't want growing on the trunk. Now the question is, do we have any shoots up here in the canopy that are causing too much congestion or density in the canopy? And the first thing we want to look for is anything that's coming from below the head. This is our fruiting cordon up at the top. If we have some shoots that are below there, we can technically remove those and clean up the head a little bit and focus on developing spur positions here in the center of this head. And as we go along the cordon, if we see any place where, for example here, a second shoot came out of one bud position, it doesn't have anything more than one little cluster on it, we'll take this other shoot which has a larger cluster. Over here, same thing, we've got 3 little shoots. I've got a small one here with 1 cluster. I've got one here with no clusters, so I'll thin that down to the good shoot that has 2 clusters on it. Okay, over here I've got some good distribution where the cane was laid down, so not any thinning needed there. Sometimes you find small shoots that have maybe only 1 cluster or no clusters. You can take those out, and as you can see now, we're getting closer to our 5 to 6 to 7 shoots per linear foot of cordon that we want with this particular training system. So hopefully that helps make some decisions on how to thin.